Imagine holding in your hand a piece of fabric that could be the most debated artifact in religious history. Some claim it's the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. Others believe that it's an elaborate medieval hoax. But here's the thing, whether it's divine or a deception, the Shroud of Turin keeps scientists and historians and believers seeking the truth for centuries. Welcome to the Ancient Experience. I'm Talon Telford, the nerdy old man, your guide through the labyrinths of ancient mysteries. Today we are diving into number 3 of our countdown of unexplained archaeological finds, and we're not talking about some random artifact that you'll find in a dusty museum corner. No, we're about to unravel the enigma of the Shroud of Turin. It's a relic from Christ's burial, or one of the greatest historical mysteries ever. Stay with me. What we uncover might just leave you with more questions than answers. Could this centuries old cloth hold secrets hidden from both science and religion? Or have we been fooled by an extraordinary trick of history? Let's find out. The Shroud of Turin's story starts as hazy as a plotline from a Dan Brown novel. This ancient linen, faintly imprinted with the image of a man who is believed to be Jesus, first appeared in the historical records in the 14th century France. But that's where the simple story ends and the real mystery begins. How did it get there? The Shroud's journey winds through royal families, secret transfers, and finally its resting place in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy. But here's the kicker. Throughout its travels, it has sparked fiery debates, pilgrimages, tests, and yet no definitive answers have come about it. Every time we think we're close to the truth, it slips through our fingers like sand through the hourglass. Was the Shroud truly revered by ancient cultures, or is there another darker story behind its sudden appearance in France? Naturally, no mystery of this magnitude could escape the cold, calculating hands of science. In 1988, carbon dating of the Shroud placed its origins between 1260 and 1390 AD, smack in the middle of the medieval era. So, case closed, right? Not so fast. Critics argue that the sample tested was contaminated or it came from a repaired section of cloth. Then there's the pollen analysis in 1973. Dr. Max Pierre, a Swiss criminologist, found pollen from plants native to the Middle East on the Shroud. Does this mean the Shroud's origins are older and from a region far from the medieval Europe? Or are these just coincidences? And what about the herringbone weave of fabric? It's consistent with cloth from the first century, not the Middle Ages. The deeper you dig, the stranger things get. Could it be that the shroud isn't just a relic from the medieval period, but a far older and more significant artifact? Or is there something else going on here? Now, here's really where the shroud takes a turn to the unexplained. The image on the shroud is a negative, meaning that it's more detailed when it's viewed from a photographic negative perspective. But how does this image get there in the first place? Despite decades of research, scientists are still scratching their heads. Some suggest it was created by burst of radiation or energy, perhaps from the resurrection itself. Others think that it might have been an early form of photography, centuries ahead of its time. More skeptics say it's simply an elaborate medieval forgery, crafted by someone with detailed knowledge of anatomy and art. But here's the strangest part, no method explains how the image was formed, and no one has successfully replicated it. It is a one time event, or is there something that we are missing with our modern understanding? What if the answer lies not in what we can see, but what we haven't discovered yet? Regardless of scientific debate, for many, the Shroud of Turin is far more than just a historical artifact. It's a sacred relic, deeply connected to their faith. For centuries, millions of pilgrims have come to turn, seeking spiritual connection to the Passion of Christ. Even popes have come to see the Shroud, though the Catholic Church has never officially confirmed its authenticity. For believers, the Shroud transcends the need for proof. But for skeptics and scientists, it remains a puzzle, an unsolved enigma that defies logic and investigation. Even after all the research, we are left with more questions than answers. The Shroud of Turin is an artifact that continues to challenge both faith and reason. Whether it's the miracle from the time of Christ or a medieval creation, its ability to inspire awe, curiosity, and endless debate is undeniable. Do you also know what's undeniable? Our solar system. And when did we know about it? Check out this video, The Insane Technology of the Ancient Greece and the Antikythera Mechanism, and what it has to do with our solar system. When it comes to the Shroud, where does it leave us? We've scratched the surface, but the mystery of the Shroud only deepens. What will the next discovery reveal? And will it finally give us the answers we've been searching for? Next time on The Ancient Experience, we will continue to unravel the mysteries of our past. Until then, remember, keep questioning and exploring the world around us. The Nerdy Old Man out.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.